Okay, good morning. Happy April 7th. Today we're just going to look at kind of minimum household budgets, and that's your student handout number 2. And this just really means like the minimum household budget means every expense that's necessary for your family needs, not what you want, but what your family needs. So it's going to vary depending on your family and where you live. Sometimes Chicago is a lot more expensive than living in kind of a farmland, right? So that's why it depends. So for this task 2, I'm going to skip task 1, but for this task 2, I want you to sort the following in columns. Do you think your cell phone is a need or a want? Eating out, rent, water bill, entertainment, electricity bill, groceries, and vacations. Where would you put that? Under basic need or want? And I want you to kind of take a look at that. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at your task 3, which is a very interesting task. So let's move on to that one in a sec. Okay, so let's clear these drawings out and let's take a look at 3 different places in Dallas, Tyler, Texas, or Houston. And this is the annual, based on this information, you got to determine the annual salary a person would need to make to just live in this budget. So these are just basic needs. Remember, there's nothing extra needed here. So in Dallas, your rent is about $1,200, food is about $400, and this is transportation, which includes car payments, utilities, insurance, and taxes. So if we add this up, the monthly total is $3,650, and then you would need to make $43,800, which is just $3,650 times 12 to see what your annual salary needs to be in order for you to live at this apartment that's $1,200. And an apartment that's a little bit cheaper at $800, and then this apartment, I don't know if you're going to ever find an apartment for $300, but let's pretend it was 20 years ago and you can. So you could add all those up and you can see what your monthly total is. And I want you to kind of look and see what the answers to those questions are. And then really easy homework today. It's homework 2. You're just going to do what a budget is, and you're going to do different expenses and different budgets for two different locations and 2 different salaries. So I could start you off on that. So hold on, let me pause this. Okay, so he's kind of started you off and he's kind of given you some clues to figure out how to budget him. For instance, let's just start, I'll help you out with starting with rent. His housing will be $950 in Lubbock, so we know that's $950. And in Austin, it will cost $250 more. So in Austin, it will cost him $1,200. Now, I can't do my percent until I figure out my totals, right? Because remember, I need the whole amount here. Actually, it's the monthly amount that I need, because remember, this is per month. So once I figure out my whole amount here, which I'm going to help you out here, and I'll tell you what your whole amount should be here to see if you get it. This should be about $3,000, and your total amount here should be $2,500. And how do I figure out percent? Well, that's pretty easy. All I do is that's my whole, right? So 1,200 divided by 3,000, and what does that get you? Well, believe it or not, it gets you 0.4, which is 40%. So that goes right in there. I want you to do the rest of it and figure out the rest of the homework and see how much you're going to get and how close you're going to get to 3,000 and 2,500, and figure out the percent of budget and answer the questions. And that's it. That's your homework for today. All right, I'll post the answers for today's homework and yesterday's homework tomorrow, so both of you could look at it. I just want to have enough people do it before I post the answers, so that's why I don't post them right away. Any questions, come to Zoom chat. All right, guys, have fun. Bye.